Alright, this is the Thunder Family Rush deck, or Rushdown, or Turbo. So we got one Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder, one Thunder Nya Nya, one Thunder King Ryo, triple Thunder Seahorse, triple Moo Hunder, triple Pa Hunder, triple Sis Hunder, triple Morphonic Radion, one Calculator, just because, one Dark Hole, one Smashing Ground, triple Pot of Duality, triple Recycling Batteries, double Lance, double Body of Shield, one Shard of Greed, one Burn of the Mighty, double Summoning Curse, one Dimensional Fissure, triple Solidarity, one Seal of Orkalikos for the extra deck. Ew, this thing was edited for an earlier version of it. Basically, you don't really use the extra deck for it. Ignore all the synchros, and there isn't really any good XYZ monsters you need to worry about. Because this deck, you don't really want to use your extra deck, because none of these cards are Thunder type, and you don't want to accidentally get a Thunder type monster in the grave. But if you do need to go for an XYZ summon, it's probably either for Noble Swarm Beelzebub or the Silent Honors Arknight. So this deck is all about swarming the field with the Thunder family. Their effects to normal summon an additional Thunder type. Basically, if you have like 3 Ma Hunders and 3 Pa Hunders, you can normal summon all 6 of them out by just repeatedly using their effect on the other one and just alternating. So it's really great for swarming. Also, Morphtronic Radion, his attack goes up to 1800 when he's normal summoned, so he's really good in this deck. And he's also under 1000 attack normally, so he can be recycled to your hand with recycling batteries. And if there's 2 of them on the field, they both gain the attack bonus, so Morphtronic Radion is an absolute must in this deck. Everything else, though, Thunder Seahorse, well, yeah, that too. Thunder Seahorse is also a must because it searches them out, and you can't special summon the turn you use it, but you don't really special summon anyway since it's all about normal summoning Rushdown. Size Hunder, I didn't really care for it all that much. Its attack is too low, but recycling a Thunder Seahorse is nice. Thunder King Ryo is awesome. Thunder King Nya Nya. There's no reason to have more than one since it doesn't really benefit you in any way. All your monsters are the light type anyway, and it is a nice 1900 beat stick that's Thunder. But it can't be recycled through recycling batteries or this card. But it is still nice. It's probably better than the Calculator since you can actually normal summon it through the Thunder family's effects. But I just put the Calculator in here just to see if it would, just because. I never actually got to bring him out though, so he's probably not a good choice. And then I have all these continuous spell cards so that I can bring out Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder, because this card's awesome, because this deck is already running triple Solidarity, so I just added in a couple of other really good continuous spell cards. That way I can bring out Hamon if I wanted to later on, because this card's awesome. It's a 4000 attack beat stick that, what does it do? When this card destroys an opponent, 1000 damage. Cannot be when this card destroys an opponent's monster, inflict while this card's face in defensive position. Oh, yeah, it's the other one that has the ability to destroy a face down card. Well, it's still a 4000 attack beater, but you do have to get rid of 3 of your continuous spells. I don't know, I just like it. 4000 attack beater who, when it destroys a monster, inflicts 1000 points of damage, is mainly just there to look cool. So I only have one, he's not really necessary. And the continuous spells are all pretty good. Smashing Ground is in here just because I was trying it out. And it worked okay. I could probably just take it out for something useful. I was trying out my Body's a Shield because the main drawback to this deck, the thing that completely destroys it, is Mirror Force and, well, Dark Hole. So I had double Body as Shield just for Mirror Force and Dark Hole, and it worked out perfectly for that. But my card still got banished through Dimensional Prison and Bottomless Trap Hole, so it doesn't prevent that, but it did stop a complete board wipe, which is awesome in this deck. My Body's a Shield, absolutely wonderful in Swarm decks, and I'm probably going to make an X-Saber deck and just throw in 3 of these cards, because X-Sabers can swarm like crazy. Probably even better than the Thunder family. Summoning Curse, it's actually not a bad card. like, it really stops your opponent, because you don't really special summon at all with this deck. It's all normal summons. So every time your opponent special summons, they have to choose one card in their hand and remove it from play. So if they special summon, they have to banish cards from their hand. And getting rid of cards in your opponent's hand is always great. Dimensional Fissure, because you don't really care about the graveyard too much. All you need is one monster in there for Soliditary to activate. And it really screws over a bunch of decks. It doesn't really screw you up that much. Like, I mean, you still want cards in the grave, preferably at rather than going out of play because of recycling batteries and this guy. But it also doesn't hurt you that much since you're pretty much just swarming from your hand through normal summons. Burden the Mighty, because it's a swarm beatdown deck. That's an obvious choice. Triple Solidarity, this whole deck is built around this card. Seal of Orcaligos, because you're not really special summoning that much because of Thunder Seahorse and Pot of Duality. Usually activate one of these like almost every turn. So you're not supposed to summon from the extra deck anyway. So Seal, it's an extra 500 boost to your monsters, which is awesome. And you only ever need to run one Seal. Pot of Shard of Greed. I don't know. There's really no reason just to run one shard, but I did it anyway, just because. Same reason I added in the calculator. It was just because. I could probably just remove the calculator and Shard of Greed and throw in... I don't have any MSTs in this deck, do I? Yeah, that would actually be a great choice right there. Tag out the calculator and Shard of Greed and throw in 2 MSTs. Well, on the Smash and Ground too, because it wasn't really doing that much.